Hello, vicarious mercenaries, proxy ninjas, and pop culture PhDs. Welcome to the Rec Room. It's a Tune for Tuesday, and it finally feels like almost a normal scheduled day once again after all the weirdness and shenanigans going on. So hopefully your week is still well underway in the correct, but maybe positive direction. Correct is more of a qualitative thing, I think. So anyway, yeah. So I got a few things going on tonight. We'll get you caught up on the latest. If you are new to the Rec Room, this is your virtual hangout for creative project updates, pop culture commentary, and deep dives into franchises that inspire any of the above. And on Tuesdays, we've been working on Tomb Raider Remastered, so we are getting close to wrapping Tomb Raider 2. It has been a blind playthrough. I had not played Tomb Raider 2 previously in any form, and we'll still keep plugging along on onto the expansions and then eventually Tomb Raider 3. And hopefully, maybe by the time we get done that, they'll decide to announce a physical edition. Come on, guys. You know, the other game's been out for 2 months already. So, anyway, yeah, I digress, of course. So, first things first, thank you for the new follows, one on Odysee and one on YouTube. So, I think if our Odysee one is the same as our audience member that joined us last night, glad to see another creative on Odysee. So, that's always great to see. Uh, I keep advocating that we need to have a lot more creative people out there to help add alternative content to the mainstream content because most of the mainstream content collectively is just dog doo doo, and we need some alternatives. But that's all I'm really going to say on that for the moment. So, hey, glad to see more creatives. That's so we need more. Then, as far as YouTube, so I suspect that we are double dipping and got a longtime friend over there. But hey, I'm not going to complain. Anything to help out over on the YouTube side is greatly appreciated. I know, actually, in case a lot of our Twitch and YouTube audience is probably still a lot of people I know, so we probably have some overlap there. But hey, whichever platform's more convenient, doesn't matter to me at all. So glad to have some increase, and I think if the numbers hold, we'll be at 230 across the hyperstream collectively. So thank you very much, everybody. Both chatting and lurking is welcome. I try to do my best to keep up with the chats. All of those are open, even if they're not on screen, because we are on Odysee and Pilled and YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. So yeah, that's where we're at with the hyperstream stuff for now. So writing has gone reasonably well today. I actually took 2 attempts at it, so I got at least up to three pages done. So I think we're about at the 235 mark there into chapter 22. And I bet you I've got some travel mechanisms I bet you have not ever thought of. So I kind of forgot I got this interesting section I'm working on where Vanguard members end up having to do an escape from I guess I'll say a repetitive threat which keeps showing up, and they're in a completely weird zone, and it's kind of off the rails. Some of the mechanisms that came up with that, and this was like years ago, no less. So, and without the need for substance to have such abstract ideas, I got to say that too. So, enjoying working on some of the more action heavy sequences right now. Not a lot of things I have to skip and rebuild, so it makes it a little easier when things have been at least written and don't need a lot of modification, and that the content is still, I think, going to be very interesting and exciting as well. So, oh yeah, the other thing I worked on today. So as mentioned last night, I worked on some concept art for Vanguard Warehouse, which is not finished yet. I gotta figure out if I want to add anything else or just work on building a rough concept for Patreon members. But one thing I did today, I've got a couple different models I have, which are I'm gonna have to like kind of Frankenstein in order to make a behemoth model because I've made behemoth models in the past. The problem is they look a little too close to their inspiration thing out of the giant four-legged walking thing out of Star Wars. So I've had to go through some iterations to try to figure out how to make it a little bit more unique and probably a little bit more palatable with the franchise itself. So it's been tough because I don't do very well with creating stuff from scratch. So that's why I work with licensed resources, take from there, build on top of them, customize them, because wearing a lot of hats is exhausting and I don't have time to build everything from scratch. My goal is not to be an expert 3D modeler or sculptor or even illustrator. My role is essentially a world builder, but I don't have, neither the resources to pay the skilled labor or put all the time and energy into the skilled labor myself to make it all happen. So that is part of the challenge. So I have to work with what I can, and thankfully in recent years, I've been able to leverage the work of other people who are already good at it, who've then taken their work and made it available for a reasonable fee, and then I can take it from there and then run with it, barring any royalty issues, which there shouldn't be. So I'm glad to have at least a few more minutes on that today, because it's really overdue now that the first book has been released, and well, the second one well underway, at least getting into a routine. I think it's time to finally start getting some of the concept work done. And I still have a lot I want to do with prints, but I think now that I've got a few prints done and had them available at shows, and I can keep chipping away at the library that's partially done while working on the other pieces I want to do. But at this point, yeah, it's going to start becoming a priority, so people can start to see the visuals that are up here in the skull, and then get them translated to paper somehow, so people can actually see them, not just the thousands of words that describe it in book format. So that's pretty cool. And one other thing related to the firewall protocol, got a cool text message last night. So he only made an appearance once on the Hyperstream via Last LAN Standing. So his name's Helix, and he sent me a text last night. Now, I knew he was going to be traveling abroad, and he told me that he's going to be taking his copy of Ascendant Chaos with him. And he's making the joke that it's going to be the first copy to go international. So as far as we know, because there's only like one copy that's been unaccounted for, nobody else has told me that they've traveled abroad with it just yet. So as far as we know, it's the first. And he sent me a picture, and I thought this was absolutely awesome. So he took a picture of the book with the skyline of Tokyo in the distance, and that's just, to me, just amazing, because I mean, again, so much anime and martial arts stuff have been influences going into this. And what's wild is, so therefore, something I've worked on made it into Japan long before I have. So I had a couple opportunities to go to Japan when I was younger, and I did not seize the opportunity when I could have. So of course, with things being later in life and not having the resources or the time, it's been a little bit more difficult. So not going to give up the hope that maybe at some point, whether that be anime related, maybe collaboration and for sake of animation, who knows? Maybe it'll still happen someday, but as of right now, it's kind of cool that at least a copy made its way over there. Now, again, I know it's not because somebody purchased it over there, but it's still cool nonetheless, and hopefully at some point, maybe some people will take interest and pass the word along, and maybe we'll end up over there too. Because one other side note is both Japan and the equivalent of Australia, because again, for those that don't know, Ascendant Chaos is actually kind of like a parallel kind of alternate reality thing going on, and there are regions that kind of are heavily inspired by Japan and Australia, and they also are dominant locations, I guess I'll put it that way, in the story. So I thought that was kind of neat. Also, so with other things going on this week, still got our next show coming up, which is an anime con on Saturday. That'll be at Oakland Mall. Thankfully, today I got the information that we need for setup, so going to be working on any remaining stuff for that this week. But that will be running from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. I think we're down toward the JC Penney end of the mall. I think I was actually kind of surprised to see. I think they still have a arcade at the mall, and they may even be one of the sponsors there for the event. So I think we're going to be down that section, unless they're running us throughout the entire mall. I don't know. I'll find that out the day of. But anyway, that is going on. Then of course, got our first Comic Con May 18th in St. Clair Shores, and also will be at Free Comic Book Day at Comics Corner in Fraser, Michigan. I still got to get a graphic for you guys on that one, but that'll still be a couple weeks away anyway, but at least I'll let you know. So yeah, even though we're working on Tomb Raider tonight, I can actually tie anime and the 90s and some pop culture stuff all together tonight. So for starters, speaking of the 90s, that was around the time where Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was making waves here in the States. So I didn't learn till much later that even the Power Rangers was based off a lot of Sentai stuff from Japan. So it's because I had such an aversion to Power Rangers, I thought it was the dumbest thing in the world. Because in the 80s and 90s, we had such, I say awesome, probably needs air quotes, but still some influential martial arts content, and whether that be Turtles or Jean-Claude Van Damme, Jackie Chan. I mean, there was just an abundance of martial arts content, and then to have Power Rangers come in is like seems so dorky, and I was reaching the age where it wouldn't have had much of an influence to me, so I didn't have much regard for it at all. That said, though, I never would have expected an anime that's running right now, and I guess it's in its second season, is called Go Go Loser Ranger, or there may be a different interpretation of it. So I got caught up in the first season. I gotta admit, this is not a full endorsement, but I mean, it actually caught my attention because it takes the perspective of like one of the throwaway monsters who's got more of an agenda to take down the supposed Power Ranger-esque kind of group. I mean, and these are not your happy-go-lucky heroes. These are some like narcissists and some weirdos. And I was not expecting some of the plot twists thus far. So for the current season of anime, it's gonna be kind of interesting to see where that goes. So that's one, and so again, that had a little bit of a '90s uptick there. Two others that are going on right now. One is, I guess, the last season for Fire Force. I've kind of mentioned that before. So again, I'm not really sure where I stand on whether I, would recommend Fire Force. It's got some weird stuff in it, but at the same time, I mean, it's gonna be good to see a high action or high profile one get a conclusion, hopefully. And the other, which I'm still not sure how I feel about yet, is My Hero Academia. Now, I've seen both called Vigilantes or Illegals. Not sure which the accurate subtitle is. The reason is because I like My Hero Academia. It's not finished yet. We're supposed to get season 8 later this year. And it's interesting that they're starting this up before that season is over. So it kind of feels like it's a bit forced or a bit premature. Now, given the timeline of it, it's kind of going back in time a little bit. So you're going to see some characters in the show, perhaps almost as the antagonists, who have not yet been mangled by the absolute activity that has gone on over the course of My Hero Academia. So that might be a plus to get a new take on characters that have not necessarily been in the spotlight. But I'm not sure about the base cast. It's obviously going to be a lot smaller, or at least initially it looks a lot smaller than your cast of My Hero Academia, which is dealing with a central cast of like 20 plus supporting characters, which balloons up to about 40 or 50 at that point. So in a way, it's kind of good to see a little bit of a smaller cast, but I'm not sure if it feels a little early to have that. So it's going to be a wait and see. So the last thing I have on the pop culture side, and this is something that could spell disaster for the Rec Room. I mean, not literally, but I was not quite tracking or expecting to see the announcement for Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. So I know that in recent years, Skyrim has been all the hype in the Elder Scrolls universe. Elder Scrolls. Where Marvel meets. Anyway, I get myself off track before I know it. In the Elder Scrolls universe, I know people have been looking forward to Elder Scrolls 6 whenever Bethesda gets that finished, but I mean, given the acquisition by Microsoft and who knows whatever else is going on. So the thing is, I did not get into Skyrim, but I got heavily into Oblivion, and I think it was just because at the time 360 was the thing, and it was a vibrant open world, and Skyrim was like more like, it looks kind of blah, procedural generated quests, even though it did have more features. So I'm actually kind of interested to see where this is going to go with Elder Scrolls. So it supposedly, now I guess there was rumors, and this got leaked. It was supposed to be shadow announced and released April 21st. That would be next week. So if that happens, there is the possibility that maybe Elder Scrolls could become a thing to throw into rotation. Because to my knowledge, I think I've only played like 3 RPGs, one of which is Knights of the Old Republic, so naturally that's sci-fi. Mass Effect, also sci-fi. So I think Elder Scrolls is the only RPG that I have played, or specifically Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. And speaking of Bethesda titles, Chairman's popping in saying good evening and thought of you since I know you've mentioned Fallout before, which is also a Bethesda title. You'll have to let me know. Have you played any of the Elder Scrolls, or did you mostly stick to the Fallout titles? Because I know that was one that, given Bethesda's track record, I thought I might get into, but I just never got into it because of the motif of being the 50s and the dystopian thing. So yeah, we'll have to see. If they do end up releasing Elder Scrolls 4 next week, that could be a possibility. I'm not going to blow out the entire rotation of titles, but I mean, it was something that could either get a single day entry on the schedule, or maybe we'll throw it in for wildcard. I don't know. But yeah, it actually, because it's been almost 20 years, I wouldn't mind revisiting some Elder Scrolls 4. But so anyway, that's all I got for now. And so Chairman saying on PS5, all you have is Fallout 4. Okay, so you never got into Elder Scrolls then. I got you. Okay, so Tomb Raider Remastered number 2. We are on episode 22, and I called it Flying or Floating Neon Trip because I was not sure what to expect. We end up finishing the temple mission last time, and then we followed these dudes after a ritual, and we are now in somewhat looks like an acid trip with flying mountains, neon colors, and I don't know what to make of this. So I think we've only got a couple levels left until we are finished with Tomb Raider 2. But I'm not sure what to expect. And Warpigs is joining us. Hey, yo, what is happening? Are you ready for some Lara Croft death and disillusion? I have no idea what this is gonna look like. Provided that the disk loads, which it doesn't want to. I am gonna have to start loading this before I start yakking. That would figure. Stand by. Of course, I don't have this problem with a digital title. Sony needs to get on it. So, Warpigs, what has been happening? And Chairman, what you been up to? Yeah. Unfortunately, after having it happen enough times, I need to do that, but I'm just so like thinking about making sure I get all the notes covered that I'm not in the habit yet. Let's just say if I get in the habit, it'll probably go a little easier. But you know, as the expression goes, we're trying to get a habit started. All right, it's systems rebooting here. So stand by. I put on the standby screen, but then you can't hear me. All right, here and here and here. Oh, not much been going on, but you've been playing FTL, really. So I played Into the Breach, which was made by I think the same team that made FTL, and made me want to check FTL, but I was like, roguelites, you know. And Chairman said, you finally got some tea off Amazon that wasn't moldy. I would hope most tea wouldn't be moldy. Are you separating that from the taste? Because I know one time you said you didn't care about the flavor of the other stuff you got. All right, here we go. Oh, excuse me, floating islands, not floating mountains. All right, here we go. Floating islands. Yeah, in the description I put on Pildum, like, was James Cameron a Tomb Raider fan? Because I don't know where else floating mountains have come up in pop culture or mythology. So, so Into the Breach is even the same universe as FTL. I did not know that. Okay, so here we are with the neon-capped mountains. I basically did a very basic run-through before. Those dudes, like, under that flying building there kind of start floating. Okay, the audio's on. We got this weird kind of backmasking static happening. And... oh, he had some that actually had mold growing on it. Well, I'm sorry to hear that was the experience. That would be a hard pass. Okay, well, that did damage. See, look at this. Random floating sword dude. Is he on patrol, or is he going to come over here? Oh, that's death. Okay, that was not the plan. Alright. So he starts flying if I go too far that way, but obviously there was a little item down there. Oh, we do have a safer way down from here. This is what we want. Let's do this. There's another dude underneath this. Oh yeah, there he is. Alright, he hasn't woken up yet. But do I want to be down here? And it was very expensive, at least for a tea cake. Okay. Mm. So the moldy one or the one that you like? I guess there ought to be some clarification there. Alright, so I don't know if this does anything for us, other than him being there. There's a tree over there. I don't know if anybody cares about that. Oh, I didn't even walk right past the health pack here. Brilliant. Oh. Did we already jump out? I must have jumped out of the door and then saved. Okay. What if I were to jump over to there? I've not tried that yet. So you found lavender tea that you use to help relax without caffeine. It's not actually tea because it's made with tea leaf in America. Oh. Tea cake from China. Yes, sounds like it. Probably now even be more expensive. Came from China. Alright, so I'm going to try to hit that steep ledge over there. Let's see how this goes. Oh, that's just going to put me right back down there. What do I want to do that for? Alright. That's steep. I don't want to do that. See, that might drop you off to that one. Let's try that. Or I can try running over this. Let's try the long jump. Gymnastics event. There we go. He hasn't started flying out here yet. And then we got that underneath us. And then that. I don't know if I can go over that, though. Can I climb up? Oh, I can. Oh, look at this. It's like an entire playground of deranged psychedelics. Oh, hi. Can I go in the cage? Let's go in the cage. There we go. Oh, good job, Laura. That's not what we wanted. This game has proven more frustrating in recent episodes, so hopefully can maintain a little bit better outlook, but not going to make any promises here. Because it's kind of weird. Alright, where are we going? Where are we going? Well, I completely missed that, though. Oh, here he comes. Let's try something else first. Is he coming to antagonize us? Oh, hi. Oh, yeah, grunt all you want. I'm out of here. Alright, he wants to play. Oh, there's two of them. So there's, I just happened to look at the trophies, and it said something about shooting them while they're, or like hitting them, but not while they're flying. I don't know. Okay, this seems completely ineffective. Okay, no, it is effective. Never mind. It means they want you to fight them while they're on the ground. Yeah, take that, Jade Monkeys. Alright, so we got a door over there that we can't get to. I can go back that way. Alright. Okay, that doesn't seem to do a whole lot for us. Alright, back this way we go. Oh, that's a swing and a miss. Alright. Get your act together, Laura. Okay, so looks like we're going this way, and that's a miss. Let's say we try that again without the oops. Circa 1994. I feel like I need to quote like gold member from Austin Powers. Try to quote a song, except for me it'd be movies. 1994 Independence Day, or was it 96? I can't remember. I feel like it was 94, but I could be wrong. Alright, where do I even go from here? Oh, was I supposed to go that way? Seriously? Not going that way. Okay, I guess I can go back over there. That's a long jump. Looking very green. Okay. This suggests a save. There we go. Okay. We can make that one. Oh, random artifact over there. The question is, in a level like this, is that intentional? Random flying triangle. Okay, now it looks like we can go somewhere. Do I need to... Oh. You let off the walk button for 2 seconds, and it's a forever drop. Also, just out of curiosity here, stand by. Let me check the filter. And it seems a little dark, but I guess it's about the same either way. Unless we were to do... Still kind of washed out. Yeah, I'm going to leave it for now. I do have the complaint department on speed dial if anybody has any reservation, of course. Alright, I guess I'm going to save again. Gonna have to jump. Dude, I needed that one mask before getting over here. And that's not the least bit creepy. Has it got 3 noses or 2? That's weird. Okay, so we can get us some bullets, but I still wouldn't have the second mask anyway, so we gotta go get the other one. This level makes me think Lara needs to taking gas station weed. Yeah, if gas station sushi is as to the bowels, this is to gas station weed for the skull. Alright, so I got a switch there, but I gotta go get the switch. I also got to get the other. So I guess maybe let's figure out... Oh, I can't go in that way. I guess there's got to be a way to get in from here. Hopefully. Save again. Oh, yeah, no worries. Hopefully I came close to getting the interpretation right. Oh, dang it, Laura. This ain't pull-up time. Oh, even better. Alright, now how do I do this? Oh, now he wakes up. Now he's angry. How am I supposed to get in there? How about I do this? Oh, almost. Okay, that's a little bit closer of an idea. Let's try here. No, I jumped too far. Wrong way. Bingo.
This is where you fall down.
Not quite the one I was going for, but whatever. Ah, yes, a trap door with 4 of those guys over there. And that looks like... Oh, good, that opened the gate here. Fantastic. I guess I'm going to kind of avoid these guys. That's just kind of afraid of. Alright. Hey, do you like grenades? Because I got some grenades for you. Yeah, we got 22. Get those pig stickers off of me. What the? Oh. Okay, that's a good time. At least they put some nice decorative foliage in the acid trip. Alright, so I either gotta get better at running and getting ahead of those guys, or I gotta get quicker at defeating them. Alright, start here, and there. Alright, run. She doesn't have the agility of a spy in Splinter Cell. Yep. Ouch. Alright, maybe I should try a direct confrontation. Ain't got time to be passive. There it comes. Alright, grenades. Ooh, harpoons, I'm sure that'll tickle. Oh, he didn't like that. Alright. Gotta go pull the high ground on Anakin somehow. Ooh, I got an idea. There we go. Is he gonna fly? That was 2 of them. This is not working. Okay, that's only cost me 12 grenades. Shotgunner grenades. Yeah, shotgun I don't think's gonna... Look at this guy. He's just like running over his pals over there. This cost me... Okay, let's try this. You know what? Let's burn the M4 ammo, considering I never have any other close quarters scenarios where it actually seems advantageous. So let's do that. Okay, let's try something a little different here. Yeah, don't have a ton of room to spare there, so let's do this. No, leave it out. Oh, yeah, much better. Come on, leave it out, Lara. Use the bullets I normally don't care about. Done. Oh, I should have grabbed the other mask while I was over there. Okay, so they're probably not going to attack until after we get done. Oh, that's got no collision. I was going to use that to line up, but that doesn't work either. Can you say crusty geometry? Yeah, we'll take more bullets. What is this, Delusion Land child bedtime stories? Uh-oh. He's awake. Little Johnny Chen pushed Freddy Boo in the cart. And then they found... the drugs. Alright, if you're gonna keep running around while they stand there, guess what? I'm gonna do this. There's only one of them. You know what? I know you can't jump, so I'm gonna run. Ouch! Oof, almost didn't make that. Okay. Ooh, that looks pretty far. Do I want to do that? Or is that a one-way trip? Okay. Let's save and then try that. Because otherwise we have to go all the way back around if I'm wrong. Start a new one. Yeah. Okay. No bueno. Let's try from the peak. Like right about there. Ah! With all the dexterity of a dead billy goat. Nope. Okay, gotta do it from the other way. That slight amount of elevation makes a difference. Alright, I do not want to be staying that close. I do want to make sure I've figured out everything else over here, though. Because there was something underneath. Yeah, that. I gotta figure out what that is. Ah. The emerald chessboard. More whispering. Oh, there's a switch that I can't see because it's obscured by a wall. Partially. Okay, so you open that, but why else would I care? I didn't have to come down here. Oh, I can stand on that. Okay, so now we have a path to get out there and back up and around. Lovely. No!
Oh, you idiots!
Okay. So that didn't do a whole lot for me. I gotta go back around, but I think maybe I have to do that to go back around anyway. Alright. Is there anything else out here of interest? Haven't found any secrets yet. The trippy chessboard. Or is it checkers? Take your pick. Alright, let's not do that. Oh, she did do it again. Gotta love archaic control systems. Alright, so how about we save this time before doing that? Oop, okay, we made it. I know I hit that one right. That time, the walk button didn't respond. Walk, please. Okay. Frustration setting in. So I spent all my time on useless platforming. Yeah, doing backflips now. Yeah, not. I mean, the few times that you have to do backflips when I don't want to be doing backflips. There we go. Okay, one more to go. There we go. Okay, don't mess this up. Creepy whispers. Okay, let's save. I'm probably gonna have to do this all over again after getting the other thing. Okay, back up and around. Did he just wake up? Heard some kind of rumbling going on. Alright, let's see which way I gotta go here. I'm gonna try this without smashing my face, preferably. Let's find out. Really, Lara? I did not want to do some goofy jump to make this happen. There we go. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Here we go. That was kind of close. Little directional error change, a little sketchy. No, he still didn't wake up. What's this deja vu? Alright, don't need the switch this time. And save. Good old Mario platforming skills. Trying to one-shot this, huh? Go. Get up there. Alright. Save. I'd figure I'd usually biff the thing at the last jump. Or load accidentally. Okay. Go into the creepy dragon door with a fire behind it. No problem. Mystique plaque. A mystic plaque. dentist's favorite time, Mystic Plaque. Alright, so we got a little more foliage. A little more neon green. Change in ambient music. Ooh, what's hiding up there? Oh, look who it is. Oh, he wants a piece. Oh, you know what? I've already got the right gun. Let's just do this. Pew, 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 pew. Huh. Okay, am I supposed to go that way? Because that was a little too easy. Maybe I'm supposed to go that way. But first, this way. This way. Nope, not that way. Oh, goody, a green neon boulder. Because I like boulders, just not neon green ones. However that goes. Oh, is that a zip line? That's interesting. Why is there a zip line in my hallucination? Alright, so I gotta somehow activate the boulder, but the question is, where do I go after activating said boulder? Huh. Okay. I guess we shall go this way. Due to a lack of options. That was totally what I wanted to do. Have my view obscured by the tree and fall into the abyss. Yeah. To boulder or not to boulder? Such is the question. Depends on whether or not you're in the mood for pancakes. Alright, let's take care of this idiot. Where does he come from? Oh, where is he? Come on. What kind of guardian? Oh, there's a secret. Oh, I hear him. Where he comes? That's where he comes from. Dude, you ever heard of a collision model? Kerpow. Okay. Now I'm going to save. So maybe this does go to a secret because it was hidden, but it's interesting that this ended up being more obvious than the other path. Bring... This looks like the ending here. See, that does not look safe. At all. Am I supposed to go back up there? Oh, this is interesting. Or we'll just do the trick that I took forever to figure out how to learn in the duct. Okay. Can I get up there? Seems a little weird. Alright, now that we know about boulder, how do we dislodge said boulder? I'm not about to arbitrarily jump over the bridge and catch a zipline with my bare hands. See, this is going to be too steep. That's going to be too steep. Huh. Can't die by running into the boulder. Oh, I can jump over the boulder? Seriously? Okay. That's a new one. Alright, so the boulder has That boulder apparently rolls both ways, or at least it rolls the opposite way that you expect it to. And there's our zip line back. Okay. Yeah, I just want to go over here. Skip the boulder. I outsmarted you, boulder. There's another boulder up there. Okay. Is it a boulder or a giant petrified ball of snot? Such scenic, much wow. Nothing down below there. That looks interesting. Okay, I guess we can go that way. Not going for that tree branch. To boulder, I suppose, is the answer, yes. I think we have discovered. Okay, so we got a little opening up there for whatever reason. Oh, there he is. Found him. Oh, these guys have such grand evasive skills. Okay, so now if we go around here, what are we going to find? Nothing. We better not be trapped down here. How are we supposed to get up there? That's too steep. Can't imagine that being just for the sake of a preview. Can I get back up through here? I can't. Oh, maybe I... Huh? Weird. Really, it's just out of reach? Okay, there we go. Oh, do I... Oh, what's that? Oh, interesting. Oh, that's... I didn't look up that way, did I? That's a little too sharp. Man. Oh, that's too tall. She can't reach that. Way too tall. Nice job. Bonk your face. Come on. Seriously? Alright, we have to try running from here, I suppose. Chance of death. 100%. No, yep, that twisted me the wrong way. Step 1, float towards armed person. Step 2. I forgot the meme. Question mark. Step 3, success. Huh. Yeah, I think they kind of missed a couple steps on their floating island guard routines. Alright, so do I just arbitrarily jump over this? Can I make this? I can. That boulder respawned. So that's goofy. Alright. Yeah, they respawn the boulder. What's up with that? Alright, this is getting a little interesting. Crunch. Yeah, a little too much crunch. Croft crunch. Alright, how are we doing this here? That's not it. Need to hit the ledge just enough, and then still be able to jump to the next one. Alright, we have to go here. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to go to the next one. Well, if I grab it and don't climb, I can. Am I dead? I'm not dead. Take that, boogers. Okay. Now we may proceed. Alright. Anybody think saving's a good idea at this point? Yeah, that was the extra Captain Crunch variety. Extra crunch. What's our best angle of approach here? That looks pretty steep. We do want the elevation, though. I'm thinking here at this angle. Whoop! Nope. Don't scream. In weird, twisted, psychedelic delusions, nobody can hear you scream. Nope. Do I need a extra long running start? I don't see a switch. Alright, let's try from here. There we go. Oh, here we go. Who wants to see me fall off the hand truck again? Or the hand trolley? Because last time they didn't tell me I had to hold the button. Yeah, see, that's just going to be your death down there. It's a good thing I saw that from earlier. Hey, I didn't know there was a doorway here. I could have dropped off the ledge. Or maybe not. Actually, could have. Could have saved all the trouble. Drop off, maybe angle jump. Would have been a shortcut. Oh, another trolley. Goody. Go! Even better. Do I need health? Hey, we're getting a little bit of a stockpile here. Let's use some. And then, what are we doing on M4? Oh, we're good. Or M16. Come on out to play. Next. Oh, that's just a shadow thing. Oh, I'll have to take the hand truck again. No, I missed. And that seems like a horribly bad idea. There's nothing down here. Somebody ordered the baked Lara inside a delusion. Who's the knucklehead that didn't save? So it would be possible to take that, then does that mean I gotta go all the way back up and around to catch that thing again? Seems kind of dull. Alright, so I want to see what this is all about first. Like, am I supposed to climb that? Oh, we can go up. Maybe. Alright, first of all, let's see if this is actually an escape route. Otherwise, I gotta fight those guys. Bonk. Zip leads, you guessed it, hell. Yeah. Last time I checked, hell wasn't green. Or what was it, in Predators? Yeah, last time I checked, you didn't need an airplane to get there. Okay, so that does give us a way out. I guess what I'll do is I'll try saving right after fighting, or after flipping the switch. Is he vulnerable before he goes? Got him. Oh, he stood. No, I didn't use health. No, he got me. That was why. Okay. Anything else in here? No. And run. Just in case there's a problem. Oh, they knocked me over. They didn't like that idea. Would you please wait? I need 5 minutes to warm up before taking the zip line. You know what? Screw the zip. Oh, I was going to say, do I have to use the zip line? Because if I can jump far enough, let's do that. Stop it. Alright, let's see if we can not use that. Oh, they did that on purpose. Okay, I'm gonna have to fight them. I'm not good enough to be able to do that, time that just right with them smacking me around. I don't think I can get any distance on them, can I? Oh my! This is not the gun for this because she keeps dropping it. Dead. Smack! Just got buried under the floor. Okay, that's not gonna work either. What gun do I want? Let's try the shotgun. Okay, I got one of them. Man, I cannot outrun him at all. Gotta run circles around him. Wow, this is entertaining. Engage circular attack pattern. Alright, now that we have all of the time in the world to figure out how to operate the zipline. They did that just to make your life difficult. Lara needs to do more than climb. That run is kind of just a speed walk, yeah. It's like they could have made it so she could jump out of there, but they wanted to throw in the extra difficulty. Oh, there's two different directions here. There's that way. Oh, no, it's the same. I could jump. You know what? Let's jump. We got time now. Oh, that puts us out here. Ah, this was an exit point. How nice of them. Okay, now we gotta go up and put up with the stupid boulder thing again. Unless they were kind enough to give us another easy way out of here. Good job, Lara. It's not what I want you to do. Come on. Alright, is the giant snot booger back? Snot booger's not back. Okay, good. I don't have to worry about that this time. Come on. Can I make it from here without the elevation advantage? Why, yes, I can. Here we go. Lara's House of Horrors. Oh, goody. In other words, you don't want to go down there. Would it have thrown me all the way down there? Oh, there is a... okay, that's interesting. Go through there, jump back, come back down this way. Okay. This looks like fun. That was a very stupid idea. Quick, I can make it. Okay. That did a weird camera shift there. I feel like I should be playing laser tag in a setting like this. Alright, fix the camera. You can make me do this while... Is there a way to not get hit? How am I supposed to... It's like I can't dive. I have to do it at walking water speed here without the ability to jump. Let me try this first. Nope. Just because that was more entertaining. Alright, so we got dopey disc blade things here while other blades are coming at us. Like, seriously? You're not gonna let me swim. I want to go back this way again. Let's try to do this again. Yeah, see? Whoa, why is there a giant... That's, like, disorienting. Flame wall. Oh, somebody's coming. Where is he? There he is. Oh, that's where they come from? I mean, infinite conveyor belt of dummies. Okay, blades over there. Okay, there's a shimmy. I can shimmy that, but why? I need that to get over there. Okay, I got something I can jump on. Does this move? It does. Mm-hmm. steep. Yep. This looks too tall. It's not. Okay. Ammo. Karadun. Oh, a switch. Okay. Oh, really? So I'm gonna drop it all the way down there. Alright, why would I want to go that way? Swing and a miss. Why do I want to come over here? Oh, drop that so you can actually get off the fire down there. Okay. Still doesn't seem like I really want to... Is that just to help you get out of there? Let's find out what this is for. Oh, there's a tunnel down there, I guess. Oh, another switch. Yeah, I totally wanted to go that way. How am I getting out of here? That's too steep. Alright, now we'll try going over there. Alright. Got to jump backwards here if it'll let me. Wow, those things are annoying. I'm gonna burn my legs. Alright, Laura, can you jump from here? You can't. Can't jump from there. So if I can't jump from that position, I have to take a flying leap this way, hopefully land in some water. Oh, that's right. No, don't do that. I gotta go from here and perhaps jump over. It's like the opposite of a waterfall. It's a fire up. It's a fire rise. Alright, here we go. Yes, there's water down there. 20 says she shorts it. You got a minor dilemma here, considering if you short it, you miss. You don't short it, and you overshoot it. You hit the fire on the back wall. Actually, it looks like I still did that anyway. Am I not supposed to do it this way? See, it looks like I hit something. It's like there's an invisible wall there. Yeah, there's something that you're hitting before you even get to that, so that's confusing. You wouldn't be climbing out that way, so I'm not quite sure what's going on here. That's fire. Not in a good way. Why would they put a giant invisible wall there? I mean, obviously to make you not pass and do it the way they want you to do it, but seriously. That's not gonna work. Such pixels. Do I have to turn off the water, you know, instead of turn off the water, do I have to turn off the fire? Yeah, there's something invisible. They don't want you going that way. Like, why would you have that climb thing, not have the ability to jump, not have the ability to drop? But then if you had the ability to turn the fire off, you wouldn't need to shimmy. I'm confused now. Okay. Can't imagine how to do it from here. Alright, I guess we're going to have to figure out, see if there's anything else going on this way first. Because it seems like perhaps you'd have to swim and come around this way. Try this just for kicks one more time. Nope, that's going to get shorted. It's not switched open the door, but for what purpose? I just have to use all my health to get through here. Alright, let's see if this is possible. One hit, done. This is not gonna let me swim. Yeah, if they don't want you to get through there, then you're gonna guarantee take a health hit here. Hey, Rihanna stopping back in. Doing well over here. How are you doing? That's... Oh, survived one hit. Use the health pack and see if I can get through there. Yikes. So, oops, I don't need that hit me. So let's do this. Wrong button. Use a health pack. And then it just completely shredded me. Good to hear. Okay, cool. Yeah, good to hear you're doing well too. I saw that you had you got some artist or creativity stuff going on. What style of artwork you working with? All right, this is not going well here. No, I don't see a way to walk through that. What 2D model am I talking about? Do you mean the one I was referencing last night? Just toast. Alright, this isn't working either. Let's go back to this one. I either have to figure out how to get through the fire, or I have to figure out how to get past this, and I do not see a way through here. That wall looks solid. That wall looks solid. So last night I was talking about a 3D model for a location for a scene in the book that periodically, actually what's on screen right now. So I'm working on concept art using 3D models for that. Okay. Oops, this isn't the one I want. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Alright, so I gotta figure out how to... Alright, this one's got me stumped here. Is there anywhere else to go over here? Like, would I want to go this way? Seems like a really bad idea. Fire that way. Fire that way. Yeah, that doesn't seem very hopeful. Hey, look, we got our bot stopping and processed grounder Jan. Yep, I haven't seen that one before. You would think eventually bots would run out of normal nouns and verbs to make their names, but I guess not. Okay, so we've got a dead end here. This block doesn't seem like it can be moved. Nope. Okay. Doesn't appear to be anything off the ledge other than fire. So this will only allow us to climb back up here. We got a switch down there. Steep ramp there. Shimmy with me not knowing how to jump. Okay, yeah, so you are doing artwork. Well, I don't know yet as far as how I would commission, primarily because I have no resources with which to commission at the moment, but, you know, I don't know if, do you have, like, a DeviantArt or ArtStation kind of stuff with a portfolio? Shimmy's got to be here for a reason, but I don't know how to get through that. Alright, so I guess next up, can I jump off the wall? Alright, let's overrate this one since that one was... the other one's useless. Okay, can I... Is there any way to... There's just no way to jump off the wall that I can tell. That doesn't do anything, that doesn't do anything, that doesn't do anything. All she can do is drop. I can't backflip, I can't do anything. I already tried dropping, technically, and it burnt. You would think if there was any way to jump up there, I could. Or jump up to another level and then jump off there, but... So yeah, try jumping. Try backflipping. I can't go through. It's not like it's a hidden wall, so I... Yep, that's instant death. Oh, you do have a portfolio? Okay. Do you have it in, I think I saw you had Instagram. Is it attached to that, or do you have it in your bio somewhere? Hold on. Okay, those are all angled ramps. I am not going to be able to push the block through there. Or can I? Let's try this. The game hasn't let us push the block at an angle yet, so don't know why it would start now. Nope, she's done there. Okay, let's try this. Geronimo! Ugh! If only I could fall into the water after running. Do I have to, like, hit the ledge? So what if I were to bring this back up, huh? Did that do anything? Not really. Okay, well, I haven't quite used my Instagram in a while. If I get that up and running, I can. Are you going to be posting any work on Odysee? Or, I mean, are you going to create stuff on Odysee, or is it more just for browsing and stuff? I've got to be missing something. Yeah, it stops you right before that. Then the fall, so either the fall damage is killing you then instead of the fire. Let me do something really stupid here. Let's max out on health. Nope, that's gonna kill me before I even haven't. Oh, you do have your portfolio in your account bio. Okay, I'll take a look. That sounds cool. Alright, one more try here. See if I can fall into the water. It won't even let you jump once you're on fire there. Too much heat. Alright, what am I missing? Seems too complicated, and it shouldn't be. Is there any other switches I'm missing? Do I need to... Oh, that was bad. Undo this. Like, is that changing the fire? No. Oh. Alright, time to Google's. Stand by. Getting a little choppy here. I think that's just doing the other normal ledge grab. That's not helping. Huh. Okay, because I don't want to have to look up a walkthrough, because that feels like cheating, but I just want to know if there's a backflip. I'm not aware of. Have I checked it yet? Not yet. I'll check after stream. Like I can't see any other switches or anything. Any other holes. Oh, dead. Nope, we're not dead. There's an upper area there. The question is that a door that's... If that were closed, would I have had any other luck getting in? Because there's a ledge right above. I don't see a way to get to that. If you're on the upper level, you'd be able to jump across there, get the shimmy, get the switch. This does not seem like it should be a health pack thing. Probably gonna be upset once I figure it out, because it's probably gonna be something basic. Let's see a switch or anything here. I don't have an Instagram or Discord at the moment, so I mean most of the stuff that I have is in the link in the description, so I'm not using either of those social media platforms at the moment. Alright, I guess start over on this one. Nope, that didn't get me very far. Nope, that cut right through. This really seems like the exit. Alright, I'm gonna do this just to see if it'll work. Nope, that last one cuts you. There is no escape. That's so stupid. Well, I mean, there's not really much to communicate on just yet. I mean, I can take, like I said, I can take a look at your portfolio, but I mean, it's not like I have any open opportunity to contract anything out right now. Oh, I felt like I almost made it. I'm trying to brute force by going through this the wrong way. Actually, it cuts multiple times there. Alright, the other thing is maybe I gotta try that from the other side where the blades are not going to... hit me quite so bad. Nope, it still got me. Dang it. Ah, it still shredded me even with a full health pack. See, I think this is the way exit if you figure out how to get through the fire section. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. It's gonna turn into me wandering around for no good reason. Alright, so there's a ramp. I see nothing here. See nothing here. I see these platforms, but that just don't do anything. I mean, I know there's a hallway on the other side of that door, but I don't see any way to get that door to drop with the zip line being there. Well, I guess even if the door dropped, it would still block that unless there's another one hiding behind it. I don't see anything there. I see the switch, which is down. This doesn't look like it leads anywhere. All ceiling. And no way in. Why would they give a shimmy that I can't jump from? I mean, like, it fired a... So, hypothetically, even this one I can jump from. No, I don't want to do that. Let me see if there's a way to jump from this. Nope. Nice job, Laura. Or if I do this... See, I guess I can't jump from this kind of scenario either. So I guess the ladder is the only thing that allows you to jump because you've got the foothold. The feet's hold. Oh, fantastic. I didn't want to do that. Alright. There's nothing compelling her to jump. Nope. Well, this is going to turn into having to figure out a walkthrough because I am stuck. Freaking invisible wall. Yep, right before you get to the edge, something blocks you. Well, the only other thing I haven't tried is going back out the way it came in. Is there anything else? Nice. So there's fire down there. Looks like the abyss down below, so it does not look like you're meant to come back to do anything here. Dead end on the bridge anyway, so you had to come back up around and zip tie, or zip cord. Well, this may be shorter than expected, considering I'm reaching a point where I'm actually stuck. Usually I get all pessimistic, and then usually I figure it out, but this could be a first. I have no way to shut off the fire, and I don't know how to jump backwards. I guess the only way I survived last time was technically the Call of Stealth found it and looked it up for us. I don't see any pressure plates. I don't see switches that would be accessible by pushing this in a different location. That's not accessible. Nothing there. No switch hiding there. In that case, you can run for a split second. That's not enough. Yeah, the invisible wall is right above it. I know there's a switch, but I have a switch that I have no access to. You know what? Let me try... Nope, didn't want to do that. That's gonna hurt. Is there any way I'm just biffing this and doing this incorrectly? Seems like if it's not from a jump, that's going to definitely be a death sentence. Okay, no, you will automatically die by falling on that. Can I still use the hand trolley here? Will this go the rest of the... Ooh, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, it seems like that's out of reach, like it's supposed to stop here anyway. Yeah, there's no accessing at that point. That is way too out of reach. There's a whole platform above that I don't know how to get to. Yeah, I think this is about where my determination runs out. I need the internet. There's no jump, ain't no nothing other than drop. Every button tried. Up, down, left, right. Nope. No switch. Not even any dark areas for me to look at to figure out if there's any, you know, by using a flare or anything. Those stupid dragons. seriously, is there a way to do it this way? I'm just rushing too much. No, good grief. Chop, chop. Ah, caught me. Seems like they put guaranteed damage on that last one. Like, even if you get close, they want to make sure that you can't get through there. Oh, I did that wrong. Alright, 1 health pack. I have no ability. Oh, it's clipping me. Oh. Interesting. So I can still jump in the water. It won't let me jump forward, though. Is there anything up in the ceiling I'm missing? I get hacked to bits. You have to save, like, right at the tail end of that there. Alright, let me see if I can get to the middle one. Oh, that did hit me. I was waiting for it to blink to see if it actually did. Well, perhaps if I brought a screwdriver, I could actually disassemble the thing. Okay, so I'm at a midway point here. I'm going to try for all the marbles. Okay, if it's on that side, I'm clearly getting cut. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It is possible. Unbelievable. What'd that do? So hypothetically, I'm thinking I was supposed to drop down here, but I couldn't figure out how to drop down. This is either going to shut off the fire or the blades or do something to get me toward the other switch. Or to get me toward that. But that means I gotta go through the blades again. Because I can't climb out through here. Yeah, I don't know how I was supposed to get through there. Stupid invisible wall. So at least this way I might be able to swim through here. I'll find out. Maybe I may not be able to, and I may still have to jump it. Nope. This is one of the dumbest sections I've ever played in a video game. Nope, she's gonna stand no matter what. It's like I have to brute force this with health packs, and I only have like one left. So I'm gonna end up climbing right on. I've about had it. Even if I just made progress, I don't know what else I'm supposed to do here. Let's see a way to shut them off. Won't let you swim. Nope, she's just gonna climb no matter what. I can't jump. Can't jump. Can't shoot. Can't swim. Okay, well, you get past the first one then. Oh, now I hit the wall. Great. If I save here, it's going to keep respawning me facing the wall every time. Oh, I got one hit. Now it's going to require my last health pack. Yep, told you. Still getting hit. Is there a crouch that nobody told me about? Crouch, no crouch. Oh, then it just pushed me. Yeah, there's like literally no safe spot and you can't jump. Alright, that's it. I will then decide on whether or not, based on what I find in a walkthrough, whether I feel like continuing with this Tomb Raider nonsense, because that is just poor design. So, hypothetically, if I was able to jump down the fire area, that would have allowed me to go the forward direction through there. And then move the door up so I could then get to the other section, which would get to the other switch. Don't know what it does, but obviously it would have still required going through those blades in the direction we're going now to get out there to go back up. So I'm apparently missing something on what's needed to get through the blades. There's either a jumping mechanism I'm missing, a switch somehow that I'm missing. And if it's not plain on its face, barring some puzzle element, I blame the developers, because I usually try to be pretty thorough from a puzzle solving element. I figured everything else as far other than having to backflip into the HVAC duct. I don't want to throw in the towel, but at the same time, we got so many other things I could be playing, and this kind of explains why I never got past Tomb Raider 1, because it's like, hey, it's kind of suspect on all these wonky things. Okay, leave you in suspense. What happens next time? Do we continue or do we fail? All right, so thanks everybody that's been hanging out. Appreciate Chairman and Warpigs both hanging out on Twitch, and appreciate Rihanna stopping in on Odysee. As mentioned, I'll check out your profile, or your portfolio, I should say, and then see what happens after that. But we'll be back for something a little bit more static, which I have also figured out the puzzles on, and the reflex stuff on Stealth Inc. We'll carry on with that. But even then, that I might be ready to rotate that soon, as we head into the DLC, and then the repetition of S rankings, which are all, of course, reflex heavy. So we'll see what happens with this and Stealth Inc. Oh, I forgot. No, tomorrow's Wednesday, Wildcard Wednesday. Not we're not ready for Stealth Inc. till Thursday. All right, that'll do it for tonight. Have a good one. See you soon.